Have you ever decided to change your life only to feel like you're being pulled back into old habits? Believe me when I tell you that is not a willpower thing. It's your brain working against you. And let me tell you why. This is part 19, why your brain doesn't want you to change and how to override it. Let's talk about it. Dr. Joe Dispenza explains that your brain is literally wired for familiarity. It's designed to keep you safe and in the familiar, even if it doesn't serve you. Most people think about 60 to 70,000 thoughts per day, and about 90% of those thoughts are the same as the day before. So that means that if you don't actively interrupt the pattern, you'll keep living the same reality on autopilot. That's because of something called neuroplasticity. In simple terms, your brain is like a record of the past. So every time you think the same thoughts and feel the same emotions, your neurons fire together, reinforcing the old identity. That is why change feels so hard, because your brain has literally hardwired your old identity into your subconscious. In a previous video, I shared how I used to wake up every single morning and reach for my cell phone, scroll my to-do list, and immediately start feeling overwhelmed with my day before it even got started. And that's because I was reinforcing my old identity. I knew I wanted change, but every day I was literally reinforcing the version of me who was overwhelmed and who felt behind. It wasn't until I decided to wake up differently. Instead of reaching for my cell phone every morning, before I even open my eyes, I asked myself, who am I today? Who do I want to be? What does she do? How does she think? How is she going to handle the day and the circumstances before her? And before I knew it, my brain started to catch up with who I decided to be before I got into my old program. And no, it wasn't an overnight thing. It took time. So how do you override the old program? Well, Dr. Joe teaches that neurons that fire together wire together. So every time you mentally rehearse who you desire to be, you're literally hardwiring your neurons to fire and wire together. Every time you think, act, and feel like the version of you that you desire to be, you are hardwiring your brain to become that person. And when you can add elevated emotions like gratitude, joy, fulfillment, happiness, you make it happen even faster. Stay tuned for part 20, where I'll talk about why meditation is an absolute game changer in the grand scheme of it all. I don't know who needs to hear this, but this is your reminder, and you got this.